wants me to look at. Apparently there's sparks coming out of the end of this or something. I'm not going to plug it in to try it out, because who knows what might happen. But we'll just take it apart and see if we can see what's going on before we plug it in. Now that's how you get it apart. Should clean these once in a while anyway, because you get all this hair on the inside. That just makes it heat up more than it should. Let's see. Oh, it was hidden underneath this part right here. I see what the problem is. Look at that. Cut right in the wire right there. It was hiding underneath this piece here. There might be one strand hanging on, and that's about it, if that. So it looks like that's what we're going to try to fix up. Okay, so what I think we're going to do is we're just going to cut this off where that wire's broke, and then try to solder it back onto the switch right there. And then this is crimped, the other wire's crimped right there, so maybe we'll see if we can just cut that and solder it right there, and then put some heat shrink over it, and that'll protect it from shorting out against anything. If you want to keep it wired up the same, which you probably should, pay attention to the wires. These wires are different. This one here has a bunch of lines on it, and the other one is smooth. There's no lines on it. So just when you take this apart, keep the lines with the lines on this half. So the one with the lines actually goes to this blue wire here, and then the smooth one actually goes to the switch. So that's the way we'll keep it. Had to dig out some flux, help it solder a little bit easier. Nothing like cramming the wires in there all together. A little bit of flux on everything. That's just what I'm using. Stanky stuff. Don't forget our heat shrink. Make sure we put it on the correct one, which is with the lines. easier. Ouch. Ah. Just blowing on it to try to cool it off a little bit. That one should work. I'm just going to put the heat shrink over it. Should be okay. Now we'll solder the other end onto the switch again like it was before. That's how it was just soldered on there, just like that. So we have both of them. I'll put this heat shrink back over this, put this heat shrink over this, and hopefully we can get it all crammed back in there the way it was. Heat that heat shrink up a little bit with the lighter. All set. Alright, now here's the fun part. Getting everything back in where it was. make sure the switches are lined up, otherwise they're not going to work. That's what I'm trying to get going right now. Plus trying to hold everything in there. And get this wrapped back around the little spot that it needs to be wrapped around that holds it. I think that's about it. And of course, this back up there where it needs to be. Right in there, like that. I'll be nice and take this big ball of hair out here. That's the front, snaps in. These two, let's check the switches. That works, that works. That one works, okay. Now we got 2 screws to put in. Hopefully this will do the trick. Hopefully no sparks fly after this. Alright. Back together. All the switches work. Now I guess it's time to plug it in and see if it goes or blows. Let's see, it's off. I got a plug in right here. Reset button's hit. So let's see if it sparks. Hey, look at that. Works. Alright, somewhat quick and easy fix. A little bit of soldering, a little bit of heat shrinking, cutting the wires off. This was the bad part. Again, you can see where right there the wire broke. That's where the sparks was coming from that she said she saw. Alright, there you go. Nice cheap fix. Guess we'll see you on the next one.